lot of the other companies were putting business ahead of the patient. And the main thing that we wanted to be a part of was to make sure that Integrity Hospice, that we were constantly putting the patient first.
They're there for you. They're there for the patients. And they want to do what's in the best interest of everybody concerned.
We provide a lot of services for both the emotional and spiritual needs for these patients.
I strongly recommend Integrity Hospice and everything that they represent.
Good morning and welcome to Cadwell. My name is Joe Vignati. I'm the Assistant Commissioner for the department, and we're very pleased to be here at Cadwell opening up our new Regional Youth Detention Center, the Cadwell RYDC. I'd like to invite Mr. Danny Horn, our chaplain, for the invocation.
Let us pray. Almighty God, creator and sustainer of life, thank you for allowing us yet another beautiful day. Thank you for this occasion of the Cadwell groundbreaking and the promise of another opportunity to restore youth in our care to their right minds and their rightful place in Georgia communities. Cause your blessing to be upon each hand that turns a shovel to this sacred cause and upon every hand you have appointed to sow into their lives. Grant good success to our state legislators and DJJ leaders that they may realize a bright future for the people of Georgia now and in the time to come. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. We'd now like to call up Representative Matt Hatchett, who's going to introduce our respected guests and elected officials.
Well, good morning. We're winging it here. How about that? It's a great day. Another great day for Lawrence County. Great day for Cadwell, Georgia. Great day for Larry, Pee Wee, the mayor. How you doing? It's a great day. It's a great day for Cadwell. You know, this is a project that's been being worked on for 4 years, 5 years, maybe. 4 years. We thought we had it 3 years ago. And I won't go into the details, but I walked in a committee meeting one morning and looking through the budget, and I'm like, what's going on? But anyway, we got it 2 years later. So here we are. They're already, as you see, they're working on it. It's one of the things that, you know, you wish we didn't need this, but we do. And we're glad they're moving the facility here. They're reopening this facility. It's going to be 107 jobs. Great for Cadwell. There's going to be 107 plus people in this community every day that aren't necessarily here now. It's progress. It's economic development for Lawrence County and for this part of the county. Just excited that it's going to happen. You know, I want to just introduce a few people and let, you know, our Senator Larry Walker's here. And Larry, if you'd like to come say a few words, come on up and bring greetings.
Thank you, Chairman, and I appreciate so much all the hard work you put into making this project reality. Your great leadership is much appreciated. This is a great day for Lawrence County and Cadwell. Really excited about the jobs that will be brought to Lawrence County and the big investment by the state in this community. I believe it's a $20 million plus investment. A lot of local contractors have been involved in this project. I imagine some of them will be introduced later, but from sheetrock workers to landscapers to general contracting and all that, it's been a real good economic boost for this area. And Commissioner, we're very appreciative of your leadership and excited about what this can do to help young people turn their lives around, young folks that have made bad decisions, and the educational and training opportunities here that will allow them to turn their lives around and get back on track and be productive citizens of Georgia. So I'm just proud to be here today to help celebrate this occasion. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I do want to take a minute and just recognize the other elected officials that are here. Trey Kemp with County Commission, if you want to just stand and be recognized. And I think we've got quite a few of the City of Cadwell Council, Mayor. Anybody want to stand? Any other elected officials? Y'all can stand up. Thank you. And I want to say, just in closing, that I appreciate the governor and commissioner for proceeding with this project, because it really does mean a lot to our community and a lot to Lawrence County, them believing in us running this facility and making this facility be successful. And like Senator Walker said, giving an opportunity for these kids to come back into the community and be productive citizens. So thank y'all for coming out, and look forward to many more great days like this in the future.
In 2011, we had a really bad snowstorm, and we were out of power for 6 days, and we couldn't find a hotel to go to that would accommodate the family and the dog. We lost hundreds of dollars worth of steak and hamburgers and things like that we had in our freezer downstairs. And once Hurricane Sandy hit in this area, it was very, very traumatic for everybody. But thanks to the Generac 20 kilowatt generator that we have, we barely noticed it. We have heat, we have air conditioning, we have all of it. The world around us was very chaotic, but in our home, we felt very safe and secure. I'd be more than happy to buy it again. It's one of the best investments I've ever made in this house.
Don't ever get caught in the dark again. Call the City of Dublin Natural Gas today. 0% financing, and we'll just add it to your bill. The City of Dublin Natural Gas, the smart choice.
It's my pleasure now to introduce the Commissioner of the Department of Juvenile Justice, Avery Niles.
You notice I'm hesitating on what I'm about to say. It is good to be here. Before I start on my formal, what I want to talk about, let me take time out and recognize a friend of ours, Sheriff Dean. Sheriff is very, thank you. He's already got a phone call coming. Where's Sean Hamilton? Okay, he's right here in the front. You and the sheriff need to be friends. I've already told him, and he's afraid that you're going to take his employees from him. But it is good to be here. County Commission, did I have one stand? Yes. County Commissioner, we have the mayor, we have City Council. Where's the City Council? All right, there we are. Y'all supposed to be up here close to us. But it's good to come to a town where you're welcomed. And when we started looking at sites to build a facility to transition our kids to a better outcome, whether that's through education and or vocational programs or job skill set, we're going to deliver you a good product. And part of that delivery of services, I want to take time out now to thank Carl Daniels and their crew and all of our GISFIC partners and various, and I won't start the names other than Joan Quincannon and of course our head of our education, Miss Jean Lee and her staff, and of course Sean Hamilton and his staff, and all of our chaplains that have come out. We see, I thought I seen Rusty. Did I see Rusty? Yes, Rusty from our community. It's just good to be here. I prayed about this last night and asked God to deliver us nice weather, and he still is in the blessing business. He's blessed us with a marvelous day. You know, and this is my second time coming to this particular location. Whenever I travel, I always like to see the number of churches in communities. We have a tremendous chaplain and chaplain service for our youth as well as our staff. And when you know God is in the middle of doing things, then guess what? Things going to be successful. And we create an opportunity here at Cadwell location so that our kids can have better outcomes. Of course, we are very, very grateful and thankful to the governor who has allowed us an opportunity to reach just some of Georgia. Branch out to some of Georgia to make sure that all kids, all citizens of this great state is taken care of. And how do we take care of them when they're in your care? How does one say that you're the responsible party in this great state to take care of those troubled kids? Is there anyone in this audience that have never made a mistake in their life? If you could, you might want to leave because I don't want to be standing beside you. Our youth have made a lot of mistakes. And when I read the Bible, it talks about how God is a forgiving God. And He believes in forgiveness. And that's exactly what our governor has done with all of the Reentry of Services. Folk that have ventured into the criminal justice system, whether that's in our adult system or whether that's in our juvenile justice system, just because they've made a mistake doesn't necessarily mean that we have to keep pushing them down. In this facility, you're going to see where we have constructed or going to construct a facility that's focused on education. And you're going to see that hub of the education being so expanded. And then we'll talk about the housing unit that surrounds the education. Education is the key out of everything. Whether it's your loved one or my loved one that has ventured into wrongdoing, education is going to get them back on the right track. And how do we educate? In a system that we get ready to transition kids back out in the community, and the community is not ready to receive him or her. And that's the very reason why the governor talked about his reentry of services, where we take these kids, we take the adults, we partner them up with our community and making sure that the community is ready to receive them when they exit our facility. But not getting involved with them when they exit the facility. I often tell our executive team, and I use the comparisons of you know, in our church, salvation is free. It really is. But the ministry of the church costs. Everybody like to sit down on a comfortable pew at church. When it's cold outside, everybody like to walk into an air conditioner building. And when the air conditioner go out, everybody like to know when are we going to get it fixed. That's just like what we do in our business. The services that we provide for our kids, it costs. And it's not the same price that we paid for 20 years. Think about technology. Think about some of the challenges that we have in our rural areas where we bring in health care and the various services that those rural areas in our great state need. Those are the times and those are the things that we are so grateful for our senators and representatives, because they are putting their money where their mouth is and where their heart lies. In this facility, you would see we are not cutting corners. This is a great state that we live in, that we work in, that we raise our loved ones in. We also got to make sure that we're doing the exact same thing for folk that find themselves on our side of justice. And you'll see in this facility that we're going to construct, we are not cutting corners. You all have heard the price tag on it, roughly $22 million. That's a lot of money. But the reoccurring costs, that operational costs, those services, whether it's food, whether it's providing protection or in the sheriff's eye, creating a level of security for everybody, not just the people that visit here, but for our workers that work here, our educators, our teachers that we're going to hire for this location. Full-time, state paid, good benefit job, Sheriff, coming here. And those are high salt jobs that we're going to furnish here. Whether it's someone that we hire that's in our cleaning of the facility and or the fence that we're going to construct. We have, and you have heard it, we are using a lot of the local people that's going to be working on this complex. It is a blessing that God keeps giving. And He's given us something that we need to take care of. And I need your help. All the locals, I need your help. All these help wanted signs, take them and put them in your church, put them in your house, call your neighbors. We need folk to come to work. I would hate to build a facility with all the modern technology that we're providing for our youngsters, our young people, and educational opportunities, and employment opportunities, and folk don't show up. So I need, where's my bank president? I seen him earlier. Mr. Bank, put a help sign up there in the bank when they come by Farmers Bank. But it is good to be here. And, you know, when you really think about what's been given, what we have an opportunity to embrace. The legislators, the governor has done their part. We have contracted with Carol Daniels to build it. It's going to be built. It's going to take roughly, I'd say 12 months, but they're contract-wise, 13, 14 months. We're going to deliver that. And we're going to have a ribbon cutting when we have it. And we're going to take all tours when we have that particular day. I want this many people and more to come to this great occasion. One of the things that I've been talking to our finance department is, I'm used to whenever I travel, I like to eat somewhere. And you see who I'm partner at. He takes me all over this state to take me to the best barbecue place. And I haven't seen one in this area. So Mr. Mayor and County Commission and who else? Sheriff, surely we can get us some barbecue somewhere. If not, just invite me over to eat. But we have some 3,200 employees, a little over $47 million budget. This facility operation cost is going to be one of those that's reoccurring for this area. We hope to employ at least additional 57 or 67 additional staff members for this location. So it's plenty opportunity for us to be neighbors. And I thank you on the bottom of my heart for welcoming us here for this groundbreaking ceremony. And is there a local pastor here? Do we have the pastor? I've seen several churches here. I need for our chaplain to visit your churches in this area, our employees in this area. I believe, if you hadn't heard anything else from me, I believe in the power of prayer. And I believe that we cross paths for a reason. And while we have each other, let's love on each other and take care of what needs to be taken care of. Do the business in, and then once we do that, then we'll be able to celebrate. And I know after this, John, on the agenda, we're going to go and shovel some dirt. But before I do that, where's my, Carol Daniels? Where is tell them, come on, be making your way up here, because I want them to hear from you. And all of you if you need to. Come on up. I'm putting him on the spot. Karen, come here for a second. Come on up. So Karen and I have known each other I'm retired from law enforcement. Years ago, I met Karen Signer when we were building a new jail sheriff up in Hall County and visiting, and she has been an artist with that pencil from an architectural perspective and engineering perspective to make sure it's so that if there's anything that doesn't fit right, then I fault her. And all things that go very well, I fault Joan Quintana. So with that being said, and y'all can come in your order, but tell them what we're doing here and how grateful we are to work together. And after that, we'll go over and shovel some dirt. So thank you all again. Feel free to ask us any questions. Everybody here, all of our staff. Representative said he's seen a lot of state cars. I said, yeah, and we're spending a lot of state dollars here. So we want to make sure that the folk that you see standing around, those state employees are valuable employees, and they're the decision makers. But more than that, Cadwell, they're here to show you that we want to be here. And embrace them. Let them know how grateful and thankful that you are to have them part of this community. And my mom always said, always treat people like you will never lose them. We're just here for a short period of time in this life. And the more we can do to share our love with each other and to give back to our kids that venture into this facility, the blessed we will be. So thank you all for what it is that you're going to do.
No matter who your team is on Friday night.
Let's go Crusaders! Go Irish! Go Falcons! Go Raiders!
Your Chevy team that can't be beat is
Dublin Chevrolet!
pick a Tahoe or Suburban and score up to $7,000 off
Dublin Chevrolet!
Girls, one more time.
Dublin Chevrolet! The only dealer you will ever need!
They know a winning team when they see one.
Good morning, I'm Karen Signer. I'm with Wakefield Beasley, and we're the design architect for this project. And we've been fortunate enough to work with DJJ for the past 5-6 years. This is our second project, and this project is kind of special to me because we are trying to really make a difference in the lives of the kids. And as the commissioner said earlier, we focused a lot on the education portion of this project, and think we have built a really good team, and fortunate to have Carol Daniels as part of it. And I'm going to let Trent talk a little bit about Carol Daniels' role.
Thank you, Carol. Good morning. My name is Trent Brown with Carol Daniel Construction. First and foremost, I want to recognize a few of our guys here that are being able to make this project happen. We have Mark Southwood, Senior Project Manager, Josh Atkinson, Assistant Project Manager, Joe Miller, Assistant Superintendent, and Ricky Bickery as Superintendent. And we're just delighted and honored to have this opportunity to work with JISPIC, DJJ, as well as the Wakefield Beasley. And so we're happy to be here, and look forward to promising the two things that you told me to do on the back of your business card when we sat down the first time to look at this thing. On time and in budget. So that's our goal, and that's what we plan to do. And we just want to thank everybody from the city of Cadwell. I know that been welcomed with open arms down here, and we just want to tell everybody thank you for the opportunity, and we look forward to completing a successful project.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Anybody from JISPIC here? David. Where's David?
Over here.
Oh, come on over here.
Yeah, y'all see that jacket he got on? He wanted you to see the jacket, but he didn't want to be heard. But we can't do state projects. We cannot do what it needs to be done without our partners and just.
Good morning. As the Commissioner said, this is just one of the projects that district is managing right now. We're currently $1 billion+ in projects for the state, and that's about the normal for each year. I've been in construction for almost 40 years, and to me, there's two aspects of a project that's most endearing to me. One is groundbreaking. You're starting the actual construction of a project. Then the last one is the ribbon cutting. You have finished what you set out to do, and you've met your goals, and you look forward to the next project.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. One person that I overlooked, and that's, people, when a child or an adult do something wrong, there's a certain group of people that they go in front of. And they usually wear a robe, and they sit up high on a bench. And we're fortunate enough to have the juvenile court judge from this area with us. And I will ask Judge Hilbert. Did I say that right?
You got close enough.
All right. He didn't think that I was going to call on him. He just sat back there and nodded his head. But if you don't mind saying a few words. Thank you, sir.
Well, those of y'all who know me know I don't have a lot to say most of the time, but this is a good project. It's good for the community. It's good for Cadwell. It's good for the youth of our community. Yes. They are our future. My days are numbered. I'm on the short end of my lifetime, but there are kids out here that as the commissioner said, they're going to stray across. They're going to make mistakes. And it is up to us, those of our generation, to lead them back, to show them the way, and to make a difference. Sometimes I sit there and as I tell kids, it's not good when I recognize you and I know your name, but I see the good and even the worst, because there's good in even the worst, and there's bad in the best of us. And if you remember that, you can help kids, and that's my goal, and that's what this facility is going to help us do. Commissioner, I've got a good staff here. I'm not going with my local office. You've never heard me complain one lick about it. I haven't had to use your cell phone number for anything. They make my life and my job as a judge so much easier. I've got good law enforcement to work with the city and county. You've got a good community here to work with.
Excellent.
Thank you for coming.
We're glad to be here. And of course, whenever you go into a community, another one of those outstanding partners that we try to match up with and be part of is your local Chamber of Commerce. And I understand that we have Chamber of Commerce representative here. Come on up. Why are you in the back? You're going to find out I believe in calling out people. We're glad to have you.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yes, sir.
On behalf of the Dublin Lawrence Chamber of Commerce, I do want to say it's a great day for business in Dublin and Lawrence County. Yes. Anytime that we add jobs and the creation of jobs here, the investment here, this is certainly huge because of just what you mentioned earlier. This is not just one building here. You can look around here and in the future there will be restaurants and gas stations and other things that hopefully will happen here to grow this community and grow Lawrence County. So congratulations to Cadwell. your city council, your mayor here, all the good work that the folks are doing here. We appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else got something to say? Yeah, the sheriff, the high sheriff.
I'd just like to thank everyone, especially the officials that's been involved in this. A lot of people don't realize the hard work that goes in behind getting a project like this accomplished. Just like when this facility was put in years ago, there was probably a water system already put in. So there's some people had some visions about things happening. I know when it got closed down, we was all disappointed, but here we are 7, 8, 10 years later. We're on the facility, we're bringing jobs back to Lawrence County. But when I became sheriff, just like Judge Hilburn here, the first thing he does is come by and give me your cell phone number. So we have as far as the logistics standpoints of it, you don't know what it means to a sheriff department and how it saves the citizens of Lawrence County dollars on end, where we don't have to go but 20 miles to carry a child to a facility to put them in. So for the taxpayers of Lawrence County, it's going to save a lot of dollars, because logistically wise, like last month, we put over 7,000 miles on 3 different vehicles just carrying patients, mental health patients around this state to different facilities. By having a juvenile justice place right here in Cadwell, it's going to save us just dollars. To you as taxpayers, it's worth a lot to you. And I really appreciate Matt Hatchett, Senator Walker, and all the people, County Commissioner Trey Kemp, and everybody that's been involved in this. It means a lot to this county, just logistic-wise, just for saving you taxpayers dollars. I'd like to thank everybody that's involved in this.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you, sir.
Most
And you too.
Yes, sir. Come on up, Mr. Mayor. I was going to call on you anyway.
I figured that's I just saved you time. No, I just want to thank y'all for, reopening the facility here. When it left here approximately 7, 8 years ago, it was a big economical impact. It kind of hurt the town and the community. A lot of businesses left, but now hopefully we can get some of them back. And like I said, the community is small. It struggles a lot financially, but hopefully this will put the jobs back in our community as well as the town. And we look forward to helping any way we can with the sheriff's office. There's always help. We've done whatever we can do. So anytime, we've always called on them. They've always been here for us, and anybody else. So I want to say thank you again for y'all reopening this place. It's been a tremendous, to me, it's been a lot, and I hope and we look forward to serving y'all. Anything we can do, all we got to do is call. I've met with Ricky a lot, so anything he can do that he needs from us, we're more than willing to help. So
excellent.
Anybody need anything, just give me a call. We'll be glad to help. Now, thank y'all.
You want me to call on you, or you just gonna come on up this way? Gotta have something. Gotta be heard from the county commission. Yes, sir.
Nothing like putting somebody on the spot. Nobody said it. I think Pee Wee hinted at it a little bit. Cadwell has had one thing happen to it after another. The hits have just kept on coming. And this, I think, and I hope, will be the first of many steps in turning the tide back towards what Cadwell used to be. And so, having worked with them for a little bit over a year now, they deserve it. They are extremely good people, and this could not have happened to a better community. So, on you guys' behalf, if nothing else, I appreciate you.